Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dinosaur Revival, and today I am gonna cover, well, you'll see in the title and the thumbnail of this video, I'm covering sexual dimorphism of the Kentrosaurus. I will also see if I get along to the babies. So for now I'll return in a moment and I will incubate the dinosaurs, both variants, the evolution version and the Camp Cretaceous version. I will incubate them both, but I will have them at the same skin so we can clearly see the differences between both sexes. And if they end up getting around to it, we will see some babies as well. And I will meet back up with you again for the release animation.
Personnel,
okay, and we're back. So I've got them prepared. Both versions, one male, one female, but they are both Sonoran Desert, and they're both Sonoran Desert, and they are both Varna for both variants. But I will release them, and I will show you what I found. Well, I'll just take a quick peek when I update the game. This will be where I showcase all of the returning species, all of the free update species. So I'll sort out a proper area for it to do that. But I will release. This is the JWE version of Sonoran Desert, Varna for both male and female.
The name Kentrosaurus supposedly means prickle lizard. Considering it can swing that spiky tail at 30 miles an hour, you'd be lucky to walk away with just a prickle, huh?
Sorry, there's a weird vibration that's coming from somewhere. It's gone now. I don't know what I've done. Oh well, hope that didn't bother you if that was coming on your end. So, yeah, this is the JWE version. As you can see, here's the female with the lovely little pattern. The male has a slightly different pattern, but they don't actually change. Like, visibly, they don't change, like, at all. They've just got a different pattern. Now, I will sort out the environment so we can maybe see. You know what, yeah, I'll quickly sort the environment out.
First thing they teach you in
then
a real estate game is location, location.
Oh, well, Cabot
I
is
think
speaking
even the
as well.
dinosaurs can understand that.
I'll sort out the
Make
environment.
sure your scenery delivers.
I'll sort out their environment so they're happy, and then I'll release Camp Cretaceous versions too. Okay, so super quickly before I release the dinosaurs, release the other Kentrosaurus, I put all three versions of the medium nest area down. So that, because, well, they said they needed multiple nests nearby, so boom, done that. And they can choose whichever version they want. But yeah, without further ado, let's release the Camp Cretaceous version. It's cool, Kentro. So yeah, this is Sonoran Desert as well. Sonoran Desert and Varna, but the Camp Cretaceous version. Yeah. But what I wanted to point out here is, I'm so happy, that there's absolutely no sexual dimorphism for this version. As you can see, the patterns are the exact same, the size of the thagomisers, the spikes are the same, the size of the plates are the same, everything is the exact same. For this, there's no sexual dimorphism for the Kentrosaurus, Camp Cretaceous version. And if I go here, there's no sexual dimorphism besides a little pattern change for the male and female of the JWE version. There's absolutely none. I'm sure they'll become happy when they decide to wander around here. But for the Kentrosaurus, there's no sexual dimorphism at all. The only one that has sexual dimorphism, I suppose you could say, is the Kentro, the JWE one, because of the pattern change. You can see they're the same colour, but they've got a pattern edit there. You can see, ooh, it's showing rather nicely there. You can see the Kentro has a different pattern. But if I go to the Kentrosaurus version, this is the female version, and there's the male, and it has the exact same patterning, and everything is the exact same. No visible differences for either version. And the only visible difference for male and female is on the JWE3 version. The JWE version. With a different patterning. I will actually get these to breed so we can see which version the babies are modelled off. So I'll be back in a moment once we have our babies. Sorry for that cut off. I'll be back when we have the babies. And I'm back. Hi. So I started a Kentrosaurus breeding program here, which is between the male and female JWE version, with the metal fence around it, and then you have the more natural looking one, which is for the Kentrosaurus versions. I just want to see if they have different babies or if they have the same baby, and if it's a baby for the like a baby version of Pierce, or if it's a baby version of the JWE version. But yeah, there's only visible sexual dimorphism for the male and female of JWE3, and that only resides in pattern. So only the male gets of JWE version gets a pattern change, and there's absolutely nothing for sexual dimorphism for Pierce. There you go, we have this one already going to claim nest, and we have that one also claiming the nest. Pretty soon we will have our babies to see if they are the babies for the Kentrosaurus or the JWE version. We will also see if they are both, so you can actually get different modelled for babies. But yeah, it's a real shame that the favorite dino doesn't seem to have proper sexual dimorphism here. There's only there's not even any difference for models, like you can see for certain species, not all. But like Velociraptors, males have quills. Here, there's absolutely no difference for either variant. There's actually nothing, which is a real shame. And the only difference is the pattern. The male has a different pattern. That is the only difference, and it is a real shame. I'm sorry if my voice sounds different as well. I've got a bit of a blocked nose at the moment. So this Kentrosaurus is gonna go and lay her eggs in this nest, I believe. And here comes the little version to come and lay her eggs too. Ooh. Oof. I apologise. So the Pierce Kentrosaurus, yeah, no sexual dimorphism, as I've said, and there is a little bit of sexual dimorphism with the patterning for the JWE version, but there's nothing.
Well, looky here, we have eggs. Don't let them break. For some reason, the mother is running away.
But yeah, 4 little eggs, which will be done. Well, I'll return when they hatch. So after this one lays her eggs too, and when they are nearly ready to hatch, I will return. It'll be quick, nice and quick for you, a little snap of the fingers. But I will wait for it to hatch naturally myself, or I can speed up time, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, a little display of the animation. The female just turns around, stands there, and then boom, the eggs are laid. There's quite a few. There's 5 eggs here, 5 little babies being born, whereas here there's only 4. But with the 4, it's a slightly a quicker time. This one starts at like nearly 5 minutes, whereas this one was nearly 4 minutes maybe, or like 3.5 minutes or something. But yeah, I will return when they hatch, so we will then see if there's what model the babies are based on, whether it's JWE or Camp Cretaceous, or if it is apparently both. Only thing is that I'm not expecting both, because the only one that has any sexual dimorphism is this one with pattern change. But there's nothing for the Camp Cretaceous version. So I assume that we only get one variant, maybe, despite having two different variants, which is a shame, yes. But hey, what do you expect? Anyway, I will return when these are going to hatch. For you, it's going to be a couple of seconds. So, goodbye for a moment. Hello again. So, there's only 6 seconds left. But while we wait for the babies, I just want to explain. I put my favorite buildings down, like my favorite buildings. So this is my favorite viewing gallery building scene, which I think is the European one. I like this hatchery as well, and this is the Texican one for the remote viewing gallery entrance. And for the helipad, the entrance with the helipad, I went with the Texican one again. For the one with the helipad, this little area, I really like this. You've also got a cool little T-Rex skull. And for the non-arrival point, helicopter arrival point, I went with this one. I like this one. It's my personal favourite. And yeah, so yeah, just quick explanation why I took those down, because it's my favourite ones. But now let's get ready to see if the babies. This is the Kentrosaurus, the Camp Cretaceous Camp Cretaceous Kentrosaurus babies. So let's see which model it is based on. And here we go. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. You little babies. I can't really tell. What version it is? Which version of the Kentro this is? Cute little hop from the Kentro. It appears maybe it's the Camp Cretaceous one, possibly. I can't tell. I will tell you what will get us to tell though. Probably. Not this side. Death Valley. How do I scroll? I don't know how to scroll anymore. To check this. I don't know how to scroll. But yeah, we've got the babies. The babies are going to come out of here in a moment as well. We will have a clear decider if they are actually different models, or if it's just the same model for both babies, which is what I think is going to happen. Yes, it's the same model for both babies. I think. Yeah, it's the same model. I think it's a baby of the Kentrosaurus version. Or the Kentrosaurus version. The Camp Cretaceous version of the Kentrosaurus, I think the babies are based on. I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong about this. But from the looks of it, it is the Camp Cretaceous version that the babies are modelled off of. The babies are modelled off of the babies are modelled off Camp Cretaceous, but the Camp Cretaceous, Kentrosaurus doesn't actually have any sexual dimorphism. So yeah, overview is the Camp Cretaceous version has no sexual dimorphism whatsoever. No change in like visually or for pattern. The Kentrosaurus JWE has a change in pattern, a bit more obvious pattern, more pronounced pattern than the female counterpart. And the babies seem to be modelled off. Actually, let me pause time. It's hard to tell with the juvenile, but I actually think based on the shape of the plates, the babies are modelled off of the where are they? This version of it, based on the shape of the plates. If you look at the plates that like that, these sort of look like a mini version of those plates rather than a miniature version of these plates to me. But then I could just be going a bit mental. It is also possible they've sort of combined both versions. But looking at the plates on its back, the plates line a lot more like these plates rather than the Cretaceous version. But the way the scales are done matches. The scales match. Okay. So, Cretaceous. Outro time. And brief overview. Cretaceous Kentrosaurus has absolutely no sexual dimorphism, no pattern change, no visual change, like in terms of like characteristics don't become more pronounced on either male or female. There's only pattern change for the sexual dimorphism on the JWE version, and the baby models seem to be based on both versions. So the scales seem to match the Chaos Theory, the Cretaceous version of the Kentrosaurus, while the plates seem to resemble more of the JWE version of the animal. But until the next free update or whenever I make the next part, until next time. Okay, so one final thing before I go. The next thing that'll be done is either another campaign episode, Jurassic World Evolution 3 campaign episode, another episode on... the most likely thing to come next is an episode on the park, the Mount Cyber and the Dino Rex Gaming and I are doing, which is the Evolution Prehistoric Park. So that, look out for that. That's probably the next episode, the next upload you will see from me. But yeah, that is it. That is all. And I will catch you all on the other side.